I made a worded comment. I don't know why this upset me so much. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am upset.
Need sponsorship or JMPEG's Patreon.
It's raining. Arcane energy slips in violet rivulets, touching down over sea. The ensuing thunder rattles away all of the lights in the castle. Torches, fires, all snuffed out. And in the dark, you can hear the old drafty castle howl. The mage storm has begun. Hammer, you're awakened by the sound, only to see a silhouetted figure.
Step 1. How do you narrate a dream? This is important. How do you narrate a dream? First of all, whatever's happening would be able to be like there are things that you might be able to do in a dream that you simply will not do in reality or can't. Like, no one hears you scream. That's all in your head. So if you scream, for example, the other character, yeah, you can't hear that. All that stuff. Narration, whatever, you get it.
You climb through your window.
Jump out of bed, grab my sword, and I bring it to bear against the attacker.
The sword's legendary, but you're in the docks.
Okay. This was an afterthought in my comments, and I will explain. I made a big comment. 2 replies, those are my replies. Forget everything else that I just said. You don't... Number 1, Dungeons & Dragons reality check. Just so you're aware, you don't roll for your own stats in a dream. Not even a lucid dream. It's not something that is It's not something that's happening in reality. It's a projection made by your mind. Okay? Your mind is in control, not you. It's a screenplay. You're along for the ride. You do not control it. You meaning the player character. The dungeon master rolls for anything that happens in the dream. Above everything else, forget everything else I say in my comment. I had a lot to say, but this is the one and only thing that I'm going to say. You can't mess that up. I'm sorry, no. I do not roll for something in my dream. An illusion is different. The wording in this video is dream. I've never played the game in my life, but I do not roll for my dreams. If you said that I roll for my dreams, okay, perhaps you can allow me the ability to roll for my dreams. But that is a technicality. Natural circumstances, you don't have control over that. You're not the one to make the rolls.
1d6 with the floor 3.
This roll
3.
doesn't mean
Our
anything.
assailant got a 5, so there's a strike of lightning, and in the strobe of light, you see your own face staring back at you. This throws you off guard, and in a moment of hesitation, the shapeshifter whispers in your own voice, "Sleep," and you feel yourself losing consciousness.
Okay. So, what just happened? One of two things. He's already asleep, and in his mind, in his dream, someone said sleep. Weird dream. Crazy. Okay. If he's dreaming, which will make sense later, in my argument, where is he going to be? He's in his motherfucking bed. He's in his bed. Unless he's sleepwalking. Why would he be doing that? I don't know. But that has to be... The other thing that can happen, it actually took place and he said sleep. So what would actually take place now is the other of the two events where he was dreaming, he's going to stay in his bed, or they actually told him to sleep, they probably threw him out the window, or they put him to bed? Or they're rummaging through his stuff, or something. That just makes... Whatever he would do. Whatever you think that the Mimic would do. Right? Right? These are the two possible scenarios. I see no other alternatives!
Can I resist?
You can, but it'll cause 3 permanent LP damage.
I'm already down to...
No. Because first of all, you don't say that about a dream. The player knows they are in a dream. As they're making choices about what would happen. You can know. Your player character maybe doesn't know, but you can know. So your player character would know it's a dream. No, you would know it's a dream. The player character wouldn't know. The point is, you don't talk about, like, according to, your life points, right? And it will affect your life points. If it's an illusion, that's one thing. But again, it's a dream. So yeah, it's a nightmare, but the point is, if you die in the dream, who cares? This is presented as if it's actually happening. You have to, in order for this to actually happening as a dream, you don't write this after the fact.
I know.
So basically we have to choose between going to sleep or dying?
Yes.
Right, well, then I don't resist. Amber lets the sleep take hold. I run into the room.
Well, you're at least 5 minutes away.
It makes sense to then think, all this happening, whatever else, this guy is like, I want to help my friend, my first response, whatever else. Because they know something that they, if they're 5 minutes away, aren't really in the game gonna know. However,
In the library.
Even running.
In the dock? Yes. So, just to get this straight, you're sitting in the library, torchlight goes out, and your immediate response is to beeline straight to Tamba's room in the dock.
I can see this as like, it's a little sus. I don't know why he would go to him. Like, I don't know about the other story characters and what the other player characters are doing, or any of it, and who else might need help or something. That would kind of like build a little bit more of it. But I mean, what about her? She could maybe need more help or something, or the other guy. Did you check them first? And also,
Why?
Hester gets a bad feeling.
I mean, I'm sure he does. All the lights going out is weird, and the Magistorm is pretty creepy. But why is he worried specifically about Tamberlane?
Tamberlane is, just like you said, he's pretty badly hurt from the siege. So out of all of us, he clearly needs the most help.
Okay, but you're on notice. You run through the hallways in the pitch dark with only...
that is the only thing that is valid. Of the interactions in this. The one thing that is valid.
the castle's deeply inset
So
windows, lighting your way. It takes a while, but you finally arrive at the door about 5 minutes later.
I don't know about you, but rounds of combat rounds of combat take a lot less time, if I'm not mistaken. 5 minutes is a very long distance, actually. You move 60 feet in a turn, don't you? 30 feet, 60 feet? How long is each turn? I'm just putting in some numbers here, but I don't think the library is actually 5 minutes away for these people. Is it really? Are you sure about them 5 minutes? Like Cousin Vinny reference.
It's unlocked, it slams open. Tamba is standing next to the window.
No, he's not. For 2 reasons. Because of both scenarios, he's either A, dreaming, sleeping in his bed, or at least next to his bed. And if he suddenly woke up, wouldn't he also be like having some ability to think about whatever? Possibly go and grab his sword? Something, which is a lot of what I said in my comment.
He seems surprised. 1 second. Tamba?
Tamba, what do you do when someone suddenly comes into your room? Hey! What are you doing here? If I'm asleep, you just suddenly woke me up. Also, if I was told to sleep, you didn't... Let me explain this to you. You didn't freaking wake me up. Let me explain. The functions of sleep, if that's actually what was told for them to do, you you would have to be jarred out of that. Okay? Someone just going into your room, you're not going to already be awake. And if they woke up from a dream, it's not up to him that he's standing in the room. He said that. He's not allowed to say that as the DM. That's not what would have happened. The other thing is, if it was just a dream, yeah, you just startled a man in his bed. He's in his bed. Illusion? That's one thing. It's all in the mind. No, it's out in real life because you're seeing like something else that's actually there. You're reacting to something that might not be there. Dream is all in the mind. Illusion, real life. It's like augmented reality.
What are you doing? Don't do this.
I ignore his words and inspect Amber closely.
He probably feels.
What do you do when your friend comes up to you and starts inspecting you closely? You slap him in the face, or you back up away from harm, like windows and stuff. You climb onto the bed to gain some high ground, or I don't know. I said a lot, okay? I said a lot in my comment. I was upset with this.
Comfortable with that.
I check the bed.
It's empty.
I attack this.
Why is the bed empty? If you had time enough to check the bed while he's checking the bed, do you say anything else? No, you didn't. You're not going to mention that. I'm sorry that I'm overreacting about an animation based on a fictional. Nothing of this is real. Imagine this was happening at your table, okay? And how you would properly handle the situation, Larry or not. The problem is it's an animation. It's fine. I'm gonna rip this apart. So that you understand how to properly handle this situation, or at least how my first attempt at properly handling this situation.
Shifter.
So you attacked
The
Tampa.
entire way
Yes,
through.
I attacked Amber.
Wait, Tampa pleads with you.
You don't.
I don't know what kind of fighter you are. What kind of character you made for yourself. Dodge action? Some kind of mockery to be like your breath smells or something. Or I said I said a lot of things like I ate your rations that one time, or make a joke about how you killed the one dude and he totally deserved it. It's like that last guy, that the last bad guy, dude. He just didn't even use his scroll of resistance or some bullshit. I don't know. Doesn't that guy know Dispel? Amateur. I don't know.
Fool me, foul shapeshifter. I use my shield to push Timber out the window.
What would your reaction be if you're being pushed towards a window? Do you, 1, melee?
A 6, and I'm going to use my outflank to clone this die, and use Lucky Devil to make both of those explode. So that's 2 6s, a 4, and a 3, total of 19.
And Tamba, you roll your melee?
No, he doesn't. There are so many things you can do instead of rolling your melee. You try to dodge. You try to grapple. What do you do in this situation? Is the correct words for the DM. Bad DM. Bad DM. Emotionally bothered by the metagaming, perhaps. Not acceptable. Bad DM. Larry. Bad Larry. No doing that. No do that. You don't do that. No. You say, what do you do in this situation? The players aren't in a rush to do this encounter. The characters might be, but the players aren't. So what would your character do in this situation? Well, you can do a dodge. You can try to brace yourself against something. You could try to grab something. You could try to, again, do a mockery, do another plead. You could try, like, pulling his shield down. Why does that help? I don't know. Like I say, a grapple is good. Grapple and dodge is good. Dodge means it's more likely that the guy is going to fling himself out the window. Grapple is probably the best idea if I were to really be thinking about it. And that's just off the top of my head. That's just me. I've never played the game. My comment of I've never played yet speaks volumes of why all of this, all of the things that I could say about, so what exactly did I say? First of all, it was no dream. What happened, it either was a dream and you wrote that ahead of time, and so the reactions and whatever else, the ramifications of what it is being a dream, I just explained. Second of all, it was not a dream. You said he woke up. Meaning, he woke up, he was told to sleep. This happened in reality, not in a dream. You would if you're having a dream, you would mention you are having a dream. You also write this. The fact that he wrote that message happens before the stuff, not after. You don't. That his actions was more metagaming than the guy being concerned for his friend and going to do something rash. Okay. Okay, things heard and things in the mind are narrated differently. That's what I said. Failed lesson, it just makes his intuition in question. Yeah, like, my thought is, okay, something weird happened to the candle. It shouldn't just blow up. It wasn't just wind that blew it out, possibly. You would know the difference between the two. So something weird happened. And if someone is in danger, unless you already have intuition about, do an Arcana check. Find out what you know about candles blowing out this way. What could cause that? Are you smart enough to know that? Well, no, I don't know. And these are other things that's like you could have these details in, and it would be a more rich animation or whatever else, and maybe that would actually have happened in actual gameplay. It's an animation, I get it. I'm just saying. And I do not want to have someone's intuition put into question. Of course, I would have to know a lot more about what they're capable of, what the character is capable of, as they have been playing this whole time. You know, they just did a siege, they said, so they got some kind of intuition. Maybe. Premonition, I don't know. Did he scream when he attacked him? According to the narration, which I can just rewind the video a little bit, no, he didn't even scream. If I would have done that, I would say, well, this happened in a dream. You didn't actually hear him scream. You have no idea. Your character has no idea this took place. This is a well communicated scenario, is what I'm trying to say. Should have happened. Blah, 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 blah. Why, if I was asleep or told to sleep, would he be standing? I stand by that. Why is he standing? Especially 5 minutes later. If he was told to sleep, he would be asleep, possibly bloody on the floor, or out the window. And therefore the mimic would be there. He is already dead. Or he's hidden somewhere, like under the bed. It's like shove him under the bed. And then you craftively figure out a way, what's the mimic going to want to do? Right? How would he convince his friend who comes and tries to defend him from the mimic? I'm even overthinking it beyond what I did before. And it's starting to get annoying even for me. It's not lost on me how I'm just way too deep into this. But seriously, how would the mimic react? Does the DM say that I'm on my feet? Be a valid statement. No, never would be. Slap that guy. I don't promote, okay, maybe I don't know slapping. Is what I feel like doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm just what I feel like doing. Slapping that DM. The one part in the middle, okay. However seance was handled, no. Moving on. Oh, if this is how Zavishnu would actually do the thing instead of Larry. You got, oh my God, don't do that. Do not do that. If there is a Larry out there, don't do that. Don't do a lot of these things. You're making so many mistakes. It's genuinely not okay. Narrate the dream. I don't roll for my dreams. You don't say that I'm awake. You do not make the note after the event took place. These are things that are criminal. You don't say that he rolls for attack. You ask. This is the highest sin. You ask. What do you do? This is just your friend trying to avenge you, right? One of the things I mentioned in my comment, scream buttercup, scream rosebud, or whatever, you know, like something immediate, definite, something that you would know that Mimic probably wouldn't know at all, because it's just a Mimic, right? Or do Mimics know everything that you know also? Good question. I don't actually know. Um, but that is also a thing that you would say something only my friend would know. Whatever. It's the trope. If they know stuff that you know, then yeah, it's kind of helpless. Well, then you don't. The other thing about mimics is the blood test. You drop some blood on the floor, and if you cut them and they lower their HP to the point where they need to be resuscitated, that's how you deal with mimics. Because their blood will turn into mimic stuff. It won't stay as blood. Unless they are a psychic mimic. Psychic mimics can like contact the rest of the body, I think, so that they doesn't change until they are dead. You could try. While you're being pushed against the window, you could grapple the window. Try to slip under the bash. Time for more pleading. What else did I say in my comment? Friend comes to attack. I say the thing that he only knows I know. What the fuck? I don't know what I said there. So sorry about that. I back into a corner. Yeah. I plead. Yeah. I show the bed? Well, he mentioned looking at the bed. Well, okay. That doesn't change anything. I say I ate your rations. I'm the one who stole your lucky amulet, and you hand the amulet. Or you say where it is. Or you have something that happened in the campaign that is, or even if it's a lie, the thing is, you would say something like that. But then you follow up with, you never had a lucky amulet. Something like that. That's the other campaign member. Or something. You're a dork is another thing I said. You're gonna attack me, you're a dork. Perfect response. It's like, come on, we have a rapport with each other. You would say something witty. You would say something but like an insult that's like your taste in clothing is lacking or something. I don't know. That last stew, the meat was rotten. I don't know. Rosebud. Anything. A reflex save for out the window. Yeah. Grapple check or attempt to grapple. Hit your own face. Just random. Not you reality, but you in the game. I hit my face. Why would you do that? Yeah, why would a mimic do that? Is the good question. Or if you know how mimics work, you'd be like, aha! I draw a little drop of blood and drop it on the floor. Mimics can't have real blood last for that long. Oh. And also, if you're going to metagame the metagame, then you would give him the note. It's actually me. You would just say that. All hell would break loose. Who cares? But does metagaming mean that my character should die? If the person is doing whatever else, all this stuff, it's a little much, right? How big of a metagaming and all these different things. This is a high stake. This is a high like whatever else. There's way like does it become necessary to yeah, you killed off this other person's character because you were metagaming, not because you were playing the game right. This guy, Larry is probably fed up. That's like the backstory of all this. This is not just one instance of metagaming, but if you say this is your first warning, on your second warning, you let him kill his friend. That's a little dumb and harsh. This is the first warning. If you catch him metagaming, you give a first warning. That's his head being aware of it. On the second one, you give a low-level consequence. His brain's fully engaged now. If he keeps going, then you kill off a character. Maybe. That's just how I do. I don't just come on. If he's been metagaming this much, why haven't you given warnings before? You're on notice. No, you have been on. This is your fifth notice, you know. And it reads differently. It reads as the DM being completely irrational for his thought process and consequence and all these things, and how heavy you just dealt all of this. It's like, are you having a bad day, DM? It doesn't read the same. But also the other things he did wrong just made me so upset. Oh my god. I hit my face. Would a mimic do that? I'm sorry. I love the work as always. But I keep going! I'm not done being upset in the comment. And as you saw in the beginning of this video, was still pretty peeved. I drop my pants and say a vow based on a joke that was made when we killed the dude who had it coming. Like, I swear on the what would you do to a guy while in a battle and it's like it's gruesome and whatever else. Like the head of what's the name of the guy from the Tomb of Horrors? I swear on the head of the Tomb of Horrors bad guy. Whatever his freaking name is. Not Guy Gax who made it. No, frick. The freaking whoever the emperor or whoever the spirit or whatever thing was in the Tomb of Horrors. But your character wouldn't know that. So you would say something about the people that you just killed in the raid, in the campaign, right? During your own experiences. It's like remember that vampire we just whatever. You make a vow and something. It's a little drastic, but it's also like, yeah, no mimic's gonna be. Well, he would probably cut off his head then if he's kneeling with his pants down. Whatever. Your shoelaces are untied. Or try to seduce him. That's another good one. You've never looked so good in this darkness. My friend wouldn't say that. Exactly. I don't know. That seems like not the best. But it's like seducing him could work. Oh, you wanted to sleep with me, huh? I don't fucking know. Maybe they do. I don't. Knock first. I could have. What if I had company? Lol. This angered me. Good work. But the rolling dice. The fact that I said the rolling dice. For your dream. The player doesn't do that. The player would never do that. Lucid dreaming again is narrated differently. The whole thing, like
4.
Hester inexplicably turns on his friend and shoulders them through the window.
The last thing on Tamba's face is a glint of betrayal, hitting the brickwork and tumbling away over.
Okay, I'm pushed out the window. How many hit points do I have left? 1. I spread my body out, or I attempt to land safely. Or it's rainy, right? What if I grapple like the edge of the window, or all these other ideas?
The ocean cliffs below, never to be seen or heard from again.
No, I'm actually only doing my death saving throws, unless the damage from the fall does twice as much hit points as I had for life points. So if I had like 10, it would have to do 20 damage to me. Or because I had 3 or 1 left, would it have to do death plus the 13 hit points? It's like, okay, it doesn't kill you immediately. You're doing death saving throws, but you're in the water. Idiot! As I fall down, I scream, idiot. My friend then dives down after me and heroically saves my life.
And in the paper.
Shit.
Robin! You awaken at a sound. You see a silhouette of someone as they climb through your window.
So that's my brain is not able to fully remember all of the events that just took place right before your eyes. This has been an hour long, about 5 minutes of animation of things that I felt was not okay, or how I would think of it differently. And don't get me wrong, I love this guy. This guy, his animations, his stories, his like everything he freaking does. This dude's awesome. I don't know why this bothered me so much. But yeah. I mean, there's so much good on this channel. There's just freaking everything's awesome. Maybe I will do reactions for any of the videos if I have issues with any of them, but I had so many issues with this one, and I'm in a mood for making reactions about things that really upset me. Not only because I don't, I'm not saying that I'm pro metagaming or whatever. Not at all. There are ways of handling it. Or there are ways of whatever happened in that scenario, all of that. If like I said, the whole thing about you're on notice.
I mean, I'm sure he does. All the lights going out is weird, and the magic storm is pretty creepy. But why is he worried specifically about Tamberlane?
Tamberlane is, I mean, just like you said, he's pretty badly hurt from the siege, so not all of us. He clearly needs the most help.
Okay, but you're on notice. You run through the hallways and the pitch.
Okay, but you're on notice. This sounds like first notice. I can't get over that. First notice doesn't mean possible player death. Most tables are way more chill for that type of thing. And if he has a issue, if he has a continuing issue of being a metagamer, that shouldn't be his first notice. Um, and I would, on notice is also insulting. Um, no, no, I wouldn't say you're on notice. What? I'm sorry. No, that means that you're accusing, and I don't think that would just be brushed off. Um, if it is brushed off, how is this the first time that it's happened? How is this like spontaneously in my entire campaign or whatever happens, metagame happens this time, and therefore I have this reaction. I don't feel it's a valid reaction. I just feel like it's a whole bunch of whatever. Like when I saw thing about mend, revivify. Remember that? Um, where is that? Frick. Mending. Was it mending that he was the focus of the AI art automation? What? I don't remember. Why do I not remember even watching that? What the hell? Is there something wrong with me? I've seen all of his stuff. Why not that one? Where is the Memorivify? Survival. Good. The whole thought of Goodberry and how you handle getting rid of Goodberry was neat. Fair dice and all that stuff. If you understand mend, revivify, God, you're a real G. Anyway, I don't want to go off topic too much. I'm just, God, I have to watch like the whole set of things. Oh my God, this was hilarious, dude. The how to create flaming hellscape. This character here, this one, that's she. You're waffling. All of this, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Where the hell? The most useful chart. Indeed. There it is. Mending. Ooh. I could make a reaction for that one because mend, revivify, and other such things. I could go on about that for maybe a minute. It depends. I'll think about it. It's on my list. Why have I not watched Cold Road? It's funny. When I was looking for this guy, Bashu, Absolutely. You know that I love him to death. Why didn't I watch The Cold Road? And ironically, when I was looking for him, the only thing that I could think of was The Cold Road. It's like when I'm thinking of Dingo Doodles, the only thing I can think of is either Sips or Fool's Gold. Because, like, The Cold Road is his series that is specifically him. It's the thing I think of when I think of him. My One Block Life series is something I did that people would think of me. Winning this was the thing that I would show them. That channel is gone. I don't know what to tell people I should be known for. He doesn't. He just has Cold Road, and Cold Road was like pretty cool. And then only what was it? It was the whole thing of Cold Road was put out as a movie, and it was missing something or another. I forget what it was missing, but it was like, that's not okay. I don't like that it's missing things. Anyhow, the mending. Oh God, I got a passion for it, and I don't know why I choose this format instead of straight sideways stuff. Why I'm not in dark mode. Other things. Metagaming. I mean, there had to have been other. I thought he had metagaming in other videos. I just. None come. Like, the very few. Like, the Cold Road with the whole thing about the bird, and it's a mirror puzzle, and things. Or Abjuration. That was a good one. Another good one. Abjuration was really good. I don't remember where that is either. Spellbook mechanics are neat and interesting. I thought of, like, whatever. That's my reaction for this. And a little bit. I'm talking about a very little bit of pandering. The rest of it is me fervently talking about what the heck was going on in that, and it bugs me. It does bug me. You don't say. I don't roll in my dreams. You narrate dreams differently. You and also, like, just so much. Whatever. What do I even have a playlist for reactions of this type? I don't even have a playlist of reactions. I need to get working on that because there's over 800 videos. There's a lot to know about when it comes to my channel. Like, and so a reactions playlist would be great to have. Because I do react, not just do games. I also do Simon Taster and all these other things. I never show any of the sexy stuff in Monster, but if you want to see the puzzles, I show the puzzles. That was fun. Eh.